and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our new segment. It is a 5-part series. We're going to talk about real school, no filter. It's going to be a day in the life of our students and what kind of goes through our minds and what we do on a daily basis in the school building. I am joined by a couple guests here, Brecken Honey, Chloe Hermanson, Harper Andera, and Brooklyn Trudeau. And there are 3 juniors, 1 senior, and 1 freshman. Kind of get a different perspective of everyone's views on school. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to first start off with our first guest, Chloe. Chloe, what is your daily basis kind of like?
Well, in the morning, I start off by waking up at 7 a.m. And then usually I get ready in like 10, 15 minutes, and then I just chill around until Sam picks me up at approximately 8:06.
Why don't you just sleep in?
I don't know, actually. I've never thought about going back to sleep. I just kind of like staying up and watching TikTok before school.
When I wake up, I have a very hard time getting out of bed. I usually just doom scroll for the first 15 minutes while laying in bed. Then I get going with my daily routine, eat some food. I love food.
I feel like
Now,
we
for me,
all
I'm
do.
kind of the
Yeah.
same way as Carter. I take a little bit to get out of bed, and I'm sure most people are the same way, especially being in high school. So
And then I usually roll into school. I'm late every single day.
I am also late. The 20-minute drive for me is terrible. Half the speed usually.
So why'd you join?
Doors are always locked by the time I get here. I'm never ready, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I will say I'm one of those people. I wake up at 7, but I don't get out of bed till at least like 7:30.
Yeah, and
Like
it's,
I will hit snooze
and
3
it's
times.
hard to wake up earlier, like after we have a meet or something
Oh,
or a game on like
yeah.
a Tuesday, and then we have our morning practices on Wednesday. It's just harder to get up.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, no,
I really don't like getting out of bed.
no.
It's very hard for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's most high schoolers. Like, I don't think I know a single person who like willingly. Actually, no, Brianne Jacobson. She willingly gets up at like 5, 6 in the morning to like do like everything, and like it's every morning.
Do what?
Like get ready, like do her hair, do her makeup, stuff like that. And I'm just like, I could never.
Because
Like-
she likes to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's very like passionate about that, but I will sleep in as long as possible.
Nice.
You just say
Nice.
Do you guys usually eat breakfast during the mornings? I usually do not. If anything, I eat a fruit snack.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Just
I
wait.
have
You
to-
guys need to eat breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Like, how do you go a day without eating breakfast? Like, I had 4 waffles with peanut butter on and syrup this morning. And how do you not go a day without being
I
breakfast.
am not. I'm not a big breakfast person. On the weekends, I'll eat a donut if it's
yeah,
there.
I don't eat breakfast on the weekends, but I eat breakfast at school every day.
I feel like
And
I'm
But-
the
with Miss
opposite.
Mickey.
If I do have breakfast, which I have been tending to bring more often, I usually bring a banana and some granola bars.
You
for
guys
myself.
bring your breakfast to school?
I get it from the
As, like, a
school.
snack.
That's why I have to leave
Oh.
at 8. And if I don't leave at 8, then I'm late, and Miss McGee won't let me eat in her classroom. But
she never let me eat.
yeah,
Really?
but she
She
does.
never let me eat in her classroom.
Yeah,
But
but
Carter-
she lets me or she'll eat with me sometimes. Except when we have FCA, then I can't eat because we always run late.
Yeah.
Carter, how do you eat breakfast every day if you're always late? Like, how do you have
That's
time for
probably
that?
what makes him late.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what makes me late. I throw them 4 waffles in the toaster, and I always do French toast sticks on top from Members Market Sam's Club. Who doesn't love them?
Yeah.
I feel like earlier in the year, everyone's kind of locked into school. But right now, as juniors in early May, me and the boys like to go out and play hacky sack the chance we can in class. Tell a teacher we're going to record a video. Like to cause some shenanigans.
Go
and
to
just
the
have
bathroom,
fun.
play some hacky sack
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
bathroom.
we just do whatever we can to get out of class right now. And tests for me right now and quizzes are the least of my worries. I just go in there and wing it. I stopped studying because I don't care that much anymore.
Our
And we're only
teachers don't
junior-
really let us out of class. Like, they never let us go to the bathroom or anything.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things like, yeah, you're just getting into, well, it's your first year of high school and it's
Yeah.
it's
They
a
don't
very,
let us go out into the hall for anything.
I feel like as a
Teachers
freshman,
are more lenient now.
yeah.
Not
Well, I
really.
feel like as a freshman, like your choices, even in your like class schedule and like what you want to do throughout the day, very limited.
Yeah, like, they're all like, I forgot the word.
And like, we're only a junior, and we're sneaking out of class to go play hacky sack. I can only imagine what senior year is about to be like. But
Oh.
senioritis will be hitting us in the first quarter.
Yeah, no, I've had senioritis since beginning of my junior year. Junior year was probably the hardest year for me, I would say.
Why?
Because I took a lot of my harder classes last year, so that way I could have more leniency in my last year of high school. So last year was really kicking it into gear.
Wait, what hard classes did you take last year?
I took a lot of dual credits, so I did like an algebra and a psychology class.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, a lot more college classes.
You know, I really don't feel like we need to go to school every single day. Like, I can honestly go part-time. Like, I have enough credits to graduate probably by this year and don't need to go a whole senior year. But, you know, we come here just to play them sports, and that's probably the only reason. Make some new friends and memories along the way. I mean, most of the stuff in high school, I don't know. Like, quantitative, qualitative, I don't know when I'm going to use that in life. You?
Nope, I honestly have no clue when I'm going to use half the stuff I learn in math in life. Half the stuff I learn in any class. I really don't know what I'm going to learn that in life. But I guess we'll see what the future holds for me and see
Yeah.
if this stuff is actually useful.
And I'm like never in my 7th and 8th period, and it's not even that big of a deal, and I don't have to catch up on anything, and it's not that hard.
I
So
feel like
don't
7th
understand why I have to be there. Well, obviously I do, but like I'm
Yeah.
just not really ever there, and it's not that hard to catch up as if someone is there.
I will say, sorry, you can go, Chloe.
I feel like 7th and 8th period are kind of like forgotten and like nobody cares about them because like with sports, track,
Yeah.
stuff you leave for early, like they just get left behind and like might as well just skip them if you're in school anyway.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even though they're like two of my most important things, it's my math and my English, but
Really?
I'm never in them, so.
I will say, I think for my schedule, I would only need to be here for 2 classes, actually, like
To
throughout
learn
the day.
stuff?
Yeah, to actually like, cause for one, I'm going into government as my major next year. So that would be an important class, and then AP, like studying for the exam I have to take tomorrow. Other than that, like personal finance, I could do that at home. Band,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Don't need to be there.
Yeah, don't need to be there. And then multimedia, I mean, it's a fun class to do.
But do
It
we
is.
really need to be here?
No. Who said that? But
That
yeah.
was silly.
Like it.
Okay.
You know, kind of after school, we got to go to them track events, and some days you got practices, some days you got meets. Like, what are you guys' kind of thoughts on that? Like, is it too much, too stressful?
When we have like tests the next day, it's hard, but
Yeah, I would say with baseball, like double headers are really hard because you're up in a baseball field till at least 10 p.m. And if it's a road game, you probably don't get back till 10:30, 11. You get back and study for a dumb vocab test that's not going to matter when you don't even remember the words the week after. Like, it's just pointless for
yeah,
me.
and then we have morning practice the next day, and it's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's valid.
I will say, I think my basketball and soccer seasons were a lot harder, especially because I was taking a dual credit at the time. But yeah, it was just like.
But I
those
also like
pointless
morning
things.
practices because then we have the whole rest of our day to do whatever we want when we can't do it, like when we have practices or meets.
Yeah.
So like on Wednesdays when we get out at 1:30, it's like we have
The whole day.
Yeah.
we basically have the whole day. But when we have practice after school, it's like we can't do anything till 6 p.m. and it's.
But on the days you don't have practice, what do you go to home and do? Take a nap?
I like to go to Sioux Falls, and just do whatever I want.
I take a nap.
Yeah.
That is kind of all we have on this new segment. We'll run it back tomorrow. Well, thank you guys for joining us in the new BDB News Day 1. We'll bring it back tomorrow on Real School, No Filter.